just played that with 3 chords. Well, yeah, maybe 3, maybe 4, because there's an A minor 7th in there. But I played it with 4 chords, and it's just a very sweet song. Got a great message, because he lives. But the thing is you want to add to it. And you're thinking, what can I do to this song to kind of make it, a little more full? Add a little bit to it. And I got to thinking about that, because we're using chords G, C, G, and I'm playing around that. The notes, the melody. That's a G, D, G, or you could do G, C, and then G sus. You could do that. So they're pretty simple. G, C, D, basically, most of it. And so I got to thinking about that. And of course, there's so many ways to make a G on the guitar, C and D. Like I was thinking you could use, how did I do that? Well, this right here is the A minor 7th. And it's also part of the C chord, right? So if you slide that up, so that your first finger's on the 3rd fret, right? And then come up here, and this right here, C, D, G. I'll show you the charts there. So here we have it. That's a great way to start it. In fact, you could do it this way. You could, instead of making this shape like an A minor 7th and sliding it up, you could just make this shape here where the 2nd and the 3rd strings are being used, right? Here's the 2nd string, got the 1st fret there, and there's your 3rd string, and you got your 2nd fret, and slide that up. Sounds a little bit different. I like it a little better. Hear the differences? Here's the first way I did it. Either way is fine. And then there's that first part. 'Cause he lives. Right? There it is right there. All right, so that's one thing you could do. But there's another one you can do too. Might be a little more full, where you use this shape. I like that right there. So you see that? I'm putting the charts up there. My first finger is starting on the 3rd fret, going to the 5th with that shape that I'm showing you. And then you play a D shape. And so that's a C, D, and G. Okay, so that's another way to start it. Right? Okay. So what else can we do? Well, we also know you could do that. This is like the first fingers on the first string, 3rd fret. And then your middle fingers on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Then you slide up here. There at the 5th fret. Your middle fingers on the 3rd string, 5th fret. Ring fingers on the 1st string, 5th fret. And then you slide it up. But what does that sound like? It's the same, really. So whatever you're comfortable with, you can get that sound both places. harder to me. It's a little awkward. It slides easier because you have time moving up to get into position. Okay, so there we go. We have a couple alternatives there, and let's see, what else can we do with that? Of course, we have this C here. We'll see if that fits in someplace, maybe. So let's try it. Let's use those ideas right there, and let's just substitute a little bit as we go along with that same tune and see if we can bring it in. So it makes a lot of fun to learn these. But it is something that a little goes a long ways, I think. So it just, sometimes when you're playing, keeping it simple is just as beautiful as adding all the embellishments. But in any case, if you use it wisely, it can add to what you're playing. That's a beautiful song. It's got a great message. I thought I'd throw that out to you today and give you something to work on in terms of using these special fill-ins. And you might want to try that song. I want to let you know that you can always find these chords if you go to. I think it's called Guitar Tabs. It's an app that you can get if you have Apple, and you can also go online and find it. And so, anytime you want to find chords, just put it in your Google search engine. It'll probably come up to that particular company, and that's called Tabs. There's another name for it, and it's blanking. I'll write it up above. But, go there and check it out. Find the chords, and you can transpose it while you're there if you don't like playing in that key. So it's a really nice thing. And I think for the most part, it's free. You can pay and get a whole lot more with it. But for just getting the chords to these songs, because if I take it and make it a PDF and put it out, it could become a copyright, believe it or not. Even though, because I'm using something that's already printed. And so I have to be real careful about that. But it's not like I can't point you in the right direction, because that's all out there for everyone. So if you're online with me now, I know you're on your computer, and you can get out to Google. Well, search it out. Search that song out. Bring the chords up. If I'm playing in the key of G like this, even write that down, key of G. It'll come up, I'm telling you. Look under your images, you'll see it. And then take that and then, start looking at it. If you know that this is, you can use these C, D, G, and you have that. When you see the C and the D and G, try throwing it in there. See what happens. See how that works for you. So before I go, though, I do want to show you this little tuner I got. I think it's pretty neat. The reason why I picked it up was because it's rechargeable. It's made by PRS. I forgot what I paid for. I think it was $27. I'd have to go back and look. But I got it because it's rechargeable. So many times the tuners I get, they have those little small tiny batteries in it. which, by the way, if you don't handle them right and get them in the right place, it can, if an animal swallows it, or a child or somebody, it's very dangerous. So I prefer to have something that's rechargeable like this. But what I was worried about was how many times would you have to charge the thing? How long would that charge last? Well, I bought this a little ways back. I plugged it in, charged it up, and just yesterday was the first time I charged it up. The charge lasts a long time, and it works really well. You just turn it on, as you can see, it comes up with its logo. You can, set the hertz, set the mode. There's different modes on here for bass, different types of instruments, or different ways that you like to actually use to tune your guitar. So you can see it come up. I don't know if it's showing there. What's bad is that, let's see, I think I have to get it at the right angle. There we go. See that? So, and it's pretty accurate. I actually tried it against several tuners and online tuners, and it comes up very accurate. So I was pretty happy with that. So you might check that out if you're in the looking for a tuner. That PRS tuner is actually halfway decent, and you can plug it in, charge it, and you don't have to worry about it for a long time. You just use a USB cable charger that comes with it, and that's the other thing, it comes with it. So you just plug it into your USB port, and it'll charge it up, and it lasts a long time. So I'm pretty happy with that. So it's a nice little tuner. I think it's pretty accurate. So I thought I'd show you that. And then, what else did I want to say? Oh, what's coming up tomorrow is the Zoom meeting. So if you're a member and you like to join on those Zoom calls, it's tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I sent out the links. So if for some reason you didn't get your link, send me another email. The email's fine. You can find it underneath my description of every video. Send it to me and say you didn't get it, and I'll send it again, okay? But tomorrow, California time, 6 p.m., we're meeting again. It's a lot of fun, but you have to be a member. It's just a small fee. It's like $3 a month or something. But what's really neat is you get to meet with all these guitar players, and they bring their favorite guitars or their ideas. We've got one person is building a guitar, and so we're getting to watch it at every phase. Hopefully she'll be there tomorrow. And I'm curious to see where she's at with her guitar. And so it's really cool. It's a fun way to meet up. Everybody just uses their first name. When you set up your Zoom, you don't have to give your last name. You don't need to let everybody know where you're at even. I mean, if you're concerned about that. So it's perfectly, it's worked really well, I think. So we haven't recorded it. I'm going to talk to everybody about recording one or two, putting it out on the members site so people can see what it looks like. Right now, about 6 to 8 people get on at a time, but there's room for more. And so if you're interested, join the membership, send me an email, and join us on the Zoom call. It's a lot of fun. All right. And by the way, I appreciate the membership. The fees are small, but they add up, and it pays for things like my membership for the Zoom. I have to pay for that every month, and there's different little things that come up every month. So it just helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. All right. Well, I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.